Many failed before. Will you complete the trial? Readers added context they thought people might want to know. The Hero Wars game does not contain any of the content shown in this ad. The readers context thing is quite possibly the only thing that Twitter actually has anymore that, like, I think other social media platforms should have. But genuinely, it's something that I think more platforms need, especially in regards to ads. Like, I will place a bet and say that I'm not the only person that hates the absolute massive prevalence of misleading and fake ads containing gameplay that isn't actually in those games. It's everywhere, and it is one of the primary reasons I use adblock at this point. Special thank you to my YouTube members and patrons for supporting the channel and supporting my content. How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another subreddit video. Today we are going to be returning to r/quityourbullsh, a subreddit that I haven't looked at in a little while now, and well, yeah, it's dedicated to people lying on the internet and getting caught for their lies. Let's take a look, shall we? Hey! Sorry, I thought my DMs were on. It's okay. How are you? I'm good. That's good. What's your age, if you don't mind me asking? I'm 14. What about you? I'm 19, but I'm just on my sister's account. Oh, okay. Are you still interested or not? Can I see a pic of you? Alright, one sec. You sure that's you? Funny how reverse image search works, huh? Yes, I hate to break it to you. I'm a man. This is me. You keep trying. Okay, right, so weird one to start it on. I don't really know what the context of the chat even opening is. Like, they were asked if they're still interested and stuff, and immediately it was a 14-year-old talking to a 19-year-old. So the 19-year-old asking that anyway is weird. But then they were catfishing and pretending to be other people. Just reverse image search is a thing, and I don't understand how we can be in the 21st century. We can be nearly coming up to 2024 now, and people still don't know what reverse image search is. Come on now. So this next one, this is a cover of a Playboy. I'm probably gonna have to cut off most of this so that YouTube doesn't kill me. But it's a woman on the cover of Playboy with heterochromia. And then from her mum's Instagram account, my daughter Sarah McDaniel with her real brown eyes. You know, the kind of person who, even if they're caught in a lie, will just keep lying forever. And then followed up by the girl's own Instagram account, Developing Worlds and Impulse Haircuts. Now, obviously, some cameras do flip images when you take selfies and stuff, so I'm not gonna say that the blue eye being on a different side between pictures is also a very clear sign, but her own mother told on her. Imagine being this deep in a lie. Your own mother tells on you, and you're still committed to the lie. You refuse to admit that you're lying. Like, come on. The things people do for internet clicks. USAF airstrike on IRGC affiliated weapon storage site in Syria yesterday. I'm in fucking awe that we got video this detailed. What will blow your mind is that it was taken from an orbiting satellite. Link? I'm a colonel in the NRO, tasked that particular bird over the AOI. You know I can see your post history, right? It's how I know you work in the trades, got a 13% raise last year, and live in a certain city in Canada I won't name to avoid doxing you. Oh, and you're super into Diablo 2 and WoW, like most colonels. In other words, quit your bullshit. It's such a weird lie to make. Like, yeah, you know, these colonels in the military often go on Reddit and brag about how they're the person that put the satellite in the air, right? That's such a common thing that happens. What, you're doing it for some internet brownie points? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Idiot take. Expert claims parents should ask babies for permission before changing diapers. Now, I'm really glad that someone has actually gone in depth, as we're about to see, someone's actually gone in depth and elaborated upon this article and what this woman was saying, because this has been posted in just all over Reddit. The rage bait has just been posted absolutely fucking everywhere, and no one ever looks into the original context. They just read the title of the article and spread the rage bait. So I'm really glad someone has actually researched it. Okay, so I did a bit of research. This woman is Deanne Carson. She's an Australian sexuality expert. She made this claim in an interview with an Australian media outlet following a rape case. One of her talking points, the main one actually, was teaching of consent to children, she did not suggest that if a kid doesn't give consent, you shouldn't change them. She actually repeated the opposite many times. Her point is, if you teach children from the youngest age that you need to ask for consent before doing something to someone else, then these kinds of cases would happen less often. She argued to normalize asking for consent so that it becomes almost an automatism. And one way to do that is to ask for consent even when the other person can't really respond. Basically, train yourself to ask for consent and teach your kid that it's better to ask. Now, was this the best way to make this point? Probably not. She even admits that herself. After all, she isn't used to the cameras and wasn't prepared in any meaningful way to the pressure of being recorded and watched by tens of thousands of people. So yeah, she might have fumbled. And even then, asking for consent isn't exactly the same as what you're probably imagining. She describes herself how she thinks consent means when changing a diaper here, and it's definitely not what you imagined she thought. I guess it's just another case of crazy take isn't so crazy when you stop focusing on what was actually said under stress and start to search for what they meant instead. And I've just got to thank OP for this quit your bullshit and for elaborating on this, because consent's a really important concept, and yeah, training kids about consent from a very young age is a really good thing to do. You should always be teaching consent, always. So yeah, just the rage bait of, oh, she thinks you should ask consent to change diapers, like, oh, and it's just like kind of compounded by the fact that she has pink hair, so it's this like, oh, crazy dyed hair woman has a take on the internet that just gets spread, and rabid Reddit users just dive in on it without doing any research. It's frustrating. So the context of this one is it's a politician, I think, a local politician, with an article, new development to revitalize downtown East Point, and then the politician comments on their own post, "Thank you so much, and thank you for all you do. I'm horrified by some of the slanderous things your opponent allows to be said about you, and look forward to coming to visit your store. You certainly have been a blessing to me this year, and you certainly have my vote. Take care, good luck, and thank you again." Wait, are you thanking yourself in the third person? Like, obviously they forgot to change accounts. It's really embarrassing. So embarrassing. A politician of all people doing this on their own post. Oh, I mean, it's embarrassing that even they would be changing account to do this, but the fact that they forgot to, oh, that's just, it's gold. It's golden. From a follower on Instagram, "Go back to your country, dirty Arab." "I can't. Your government gave Israel $14 billion last week to destroy it." Readers added context they thought people might want to know. Blue on Instagram means that the message was sent from his own phone. Khaled presumably sent the racist message to himself. Once again, it would not have been hard to have just used a different device. This is clearly sent to a different account, right? Because the response is in white. So you would screenshot it from the point of view of the response, no? What? How are people this dumb? How do people make a mistake this stupid, this blatantly obvious? It's a really easy thing to solve. It's a really easy thing to avoid doing. And also just making up the whole encounter for internet points. Like, there isn't a shortage of racism on the internet at the moment, but the fact that you had to make up some to post it? Weak. I think my dasher has had enough of me. Your food is here, fat fuck. Damn, I just wanted a cake pop. Sure, Jan. Source, it happened, I was there. I'll take things that never happened for $500, Alex. The iMessage killed it for you. Hashtag fake. It was worth the comedic attempt, always trying to make someone laugh. Now go eat a cock. Again, the real kicker is like when someone calls them out as fake and proves why it's fake, and they do the whole like, it was just for the lols, I was just trying to make people laugh, I wasn't deliberately lying, I was just trying to be funny. Like, no, you weren't. You were lying for internet points. As usual, people lying for internet points. Today I adopted this puppy, newest member of the family. Any suggestions for a name? The readers added context to this image, of course they did. This user did not just adopt this dog. This dog is called Ned. Ned has an Instagram account and was featured on Dog Rates, We Rate Dogs, in September of 2022. The image used here dates back to January of 2022 in a comparison by the Instagram account. Once again, posting a picture, but not just posting a picture, but one of a famous dog with its own Instagram account that's so easily tracked down. How do these people never think they're going to get caught on the internet? Blue tick L. And the final post, fake rage bait. You forgot to switch accounts. Now, I actually think that this is a double bluff. This is the ultimate double bluff of fake rage bait. I think that OP posted fake rage bait, then deliberately didn't swap accounts for more fake rage bait on their own post of calling out their own fake rage bait. They're 3 steps ahead of us, you know? 4D chess master right here. It's stupid. It's so stupid. And that's where I'm going to end the video, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed. As always, if you would like to support me in making more content like this, then I have a Patreon in the description down below, or equally you can click on that join button on the channel to support me. It helps a lot more than you might realize, but by no means should you feel like you have to. I'm going to keep making content regardless. Special thank you to all of the incredible, wonderful, amazing people that do support the channel. All of your names are on screen right now, and it genuinely means so much. So thank you to everybody that does, genuinely. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Peace out.